Being part of the Jewish Academy is like being part of a family. That's the only comparison I can use for it.
What I really appreciate is the value that the parents have for education. I feel very supported as a teacher here. My children know that it's important for them to learn.
We went to a couple different schools and took tours, and we just wanted to basically see about the education because, of course, education is first and foremost.
I think we are all about tending to the needs of the student, socially, emotionally, academically, and we look at the big picture.
It just feels like I have a weight on my shoulders that eventually I'll have to pass down to my children. And it's not a bad thing to carry on your heritage. It's just a responsibility that you are just proud of. You take pride in Judaism. I take pride in Judaism.
I'm glad we're here, and I'm glad that they're getting a side of faith that I wasn't really brought up with.
You know, a lot of people looking for a house and, I don't know, nice neighborhoods, public schools that feed in the neighborhood area. We're not. We look for a Jewish school in a Jewish community.
We mean it when we say we provide an excellent education. The education here is top-notch, and I can say that because I have taught in public school. My children went to public school, so I know the difference.
Well, to me, it's like, it's a religion first, but then it's also sort of a lifestyle.
The Jewish education, the small environment, which feels like a family, and the excellent academics. We put them all together, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted for my kids.
The small class sizes mean that the teacher can give much more attention to each child and meet their individual needs.
The teachers treat you more they treat you like you're more of an adult, and they give you more opportunities to be responsible.
Well, I think the smaller classes were part of it, and for me too, the smaller classes, because I think our child needed more one-on-one time, so I think that was a big selling point for her. And I think the biggest selling point is the Hebrew side and the Jewish side.
First 2 weeks, the teacher noticed something about David that in the last 2.5 years that nobody noticed. And I think being in a smaller classroom, it was she was able to catch that.
Well, I was brought up in the public school system, so I was a little hesitant about that. But once once I saw where our child was there compared to where she is here, I mean it's night and day. I mean there's no doubt that this is a better education than what you're going to be getting in a public school.
Well, the classes are more individualized because they're smaller and you get more one-on-one attention from teachers.
That technology alone is far advanced than it is in a public school. Children get to do things that they'd never get to do. They can conduct interviews, they can make movies. We're working right now in 2nd grade on writing a script for a movie and producing our own sound effects.
Well, I say that we have very good technology, and we have iPads and we have laptops, and every classroom has a smart board.
It's an app on the computer, and you draw on a blank piece of paper.
I believe really you have to understand the concepts and how to learn, not just how to do well on the test. I think that was a big reason I'm glad that we're here.
How caring we are, how strong our academics are, and the support that not only we give the students, but we give the parents, that the teachers give each other, that we're the whole package, one big team.
I felt like it was the best education, and just being in a Jewish environment and the Judaic atmosphere, and it was like a family, and it was like coming home.
The children feel safe and as if they're in their own family here. I can walk down the hallway and I know every single child, and they know me. And I just think that that's a big selling point.
It makes you feel like you're part of a family. I mean, definitely. I really have, like I did have some reservations coming here, but once you're here, you really do kind of feel like a part of a family and feel like people generally care about each other here.
To be invited into this large family, happy, maybe obnoxious, A Jewish family. What do you can expect?
I'm known most of the kids in my grade since kindergarten too, and so like I really know them very well, and it's like a family. They're all like my brothers and sisters.
Seeing all the kids together, having a Shabbat, school-wide Shabbat celebration, and that was amazing. Hearing the kids singing in the hallways, it was unbelievable.
Did Mommy and Daddy ask you if you want to come to the school?
I chose it
Why?
because it's a Hebrew school.
My son tells me every weekend, how many more days until I get to go back to school? I'm ready to go back to school. And I'm like, what, you don't like to be at home with your parents anymore? What's going on? So it's almost like this has become his family, and he loves being here.
The Jewish Academy is, it's like a safe place in Central Florida where children can be raised to be Jewish and to carry on the heritage that their families have been taught for thousands of years.